Welcome everybody, Dustin Williams here for Digilog Sauk Rapids. Happy to bring you coverage from the Sauk Rapids Rice Storm volleyball match versus the Apollo Eagles. The Storm take a quick lead in game one as they're on serve here. Apollo going to set the ball over the net. These two teams would get locked up in a long point with the Storm already up by 4, leading 6-2. Here, nice bump, set, tip over the net, but just out of bounds. The Storm on serve one more time. A nice play here to come up with the dig on the far side as Apollo spikes it to the cross court. Sauk Rapids would come up with the point, tipping it over into no man's land, and they would take a commanding lead in this game. However, Apollo would put together a small mini run against the Storm. So here they come up with a nice play to keep the point alive, set to the back of the Storm backcourt. The Storm are just going to spike it out of bounds on the far side. Apollo would come up with the ace serve, forcing the Storm to take a timeout, but after the timeout, it was all Sauk Rapids Rice Storm here with their own ace serve. They would go on to get the next 7 points in a row. Sauk Rapids with the bump set spike just over the net, falls on the Apollo side, and they would go on to win game one easily. 25-11 is your score. The Sauk Rapids Rice Storm the victors. In game two, we pick up with the score 13-5, and it is all Sauk Rapids. As here, the Eagles misplay the serve, setting it over to the Sauk Rapids side. However, Sauk Rapids Rice would make a few mistakes in this game, but their serve game was tough. They would come up with a number of aces. Here, a nice block at the net by the Storm. A great athletic play by Bailey Weerens to keep it alive. Ball was probably going to land on the line. She bumps it back to her own teammate, and the Storm get it over the net. And here she spikes it cross court, dug by the Apollo Eagles. Eventually put back onto the side of Sauk Rapids, and they would spike it just out of bounds, but nice effort by the Storm. It just kind of shows how hard the Apollo Eagles had to work to get points in this game. And Sauk Rapids Rice would take advantage of the mistakes by the Eagles as they put the ball over the net easily and come up with the point, eventually winning game two handedly. 25-11 is your score, same score as game one. The Sauk Rapids Rice Storm win again. Here we bring you down to court level, and game three was much more competitive. On the Eagles side, a spike dug up nicely by the Storm. They would eventually come up with the point as they hit the ball over to the backcourt of the Eagles, and they can't come up with it. Storm now trailing 2-1 in game three. The Eagles up 7-3 later in this game. On the Storm side now, a nice bump on the serve, good spike, but it's into the net, and the Eagles take an 8-3 lead. With the Eagles now leading 9-3, they put away the spike at the net. The Storm can't come up with the block. However, Sauk Rapids Rice would battle back, scoring 7 of the next 10 points. Here, a great play to keep it alive as the Storm hit it back over to the Apollo backcourt, and the Eagles would eventually hit the ball out of bounds. Game point now for the Storm, misplayed by the Eagles. Set back over to the Storm side. One more time, the big spike, and the Storm win 25-11, 25-11, 25-19.